Spain knows crowns. Spain knows parades. Spain knows balcony waves. But today was different. A future queen in uniform. A princess not looking down from above, but standing shoulder to shoulder with soldiers. Leonor, heir to Spain, took flight. And the world will never forget this moment. The morning light broke over San Javier Air Base. The sound of drums echoed through the crisp air. Families gathered, faces glowing with anticipation. Soldiers lined up in perfect formation, boots rooted in discipline. And then, from among them, she emerged. Princess Leonor. Not in silks, not in a gown, but in the sharp blue of her Air Force uniform. Her chin lifted, her eyes fixed, her steps deliberate. Every heartbeat in the crowd seemed to follow her. The ceremony was grand, yet intimate. Trumpets blared. The Spanish flag danced in the breeze. Rows of cadets stood still, and among them stood their most famous peer. Leonor, the princess who chose to embrace the life of a cadet. Every hour of drilling, every blister, every stumble was behind this moment. When she stepped forward to receive her wings, Spain leaned in. The pin was small, but its meaning immense. Wings, pressed against her chest, symbolized not just the mastery of training, but the transformation of identity. A princess becoming more than her birthright. A future queen showing she could serve before she could rule. As they pinned the wings, silence swept across the base. For a second, she was not only the daughter of a king and queen. She was Spain's promise, standing on her own. Applause erupted, louder than the drums, stronger than the trumpets. King Felipe rose slightly, pride written in the set of his shoulders. His eyes glimmered with memory. He had once worn the same uniform, walked the same steps. Queen Letitia's lips trembled into a smile, her hands clasped tightly, pride warring with the ache of motherhood. Sophia, her younger sister, watched intently, absorbing the moment, realizing the weight of her sister's destiny. But Leonor, she stood steady. The wings glinted against her chest. Her salute was sharp, unwavering. In that gesture, Spain saw not a girl, but a leader. Not a child of privilege, but a servant of discipline. Why did the moment strike so powerfully? Because it was not expected. Royals are imagined in jewels, not in boots. In palaces, not in barracks. Yet Leonor chose the harder road. She woke before dawn. She drilled until exhaustion. She refused special treatment. She fell, she rose, and she rose again. And Spain witnessed her transformation not behind closed doors, but in the open, step by step. This was not just personal growth. It was a signal. Spain's monarchy, long debated, often questioned, showed its future through her. A monarchy willing to adapt, to endure, to prove its relevance in a modern world. Leonor's wings became a metaphor for the monarchy itself. If she could rise, so could it. The whispers among her peers tell the story best. Cadets spoke of her humility. The way she listened more than she spoke. The way she carried her share without complaint. They remembered the mornings when cold air bit at their bones, and she stood there shivering, refusing to ask for comfort. They remembered her grit in training, her determination to master skills that did not care about her title. To them, she was not a princess. She was simply Leonor, and that respect mattered more than crowns. But beyond the applause and viral headlines, questions stir. What comes next for her? Will she carry the lessons of discipline into the throne room? Can she balance the duty of monarchy with the desires of her own heart? Spain has seen her as cadet. They will one day see her as queen. But before that, will they see her as a woman who chooses love, perhaps even one? That challenges tradition. Every answer only breeds more questions. The curiosity loops spin forward. If she could succeed here, can she succeed in politics, where storms are far fiercer? If she could win respect in uniform, can she win loyalty in an era where monarchies face doubt? If she could march as a cadet, can she stand as a sovereign? The jets roared above, streaking the sky with trails of red and yellow. The crowd's cheers followed them, rolling like thunder across the base. Leonor lifted her gaze, the wings heavy on her chest but light in their promise. She smiled, just barely, a flicker of emotion breaking through her resolve. In that smile, Spain saw its hope. Spain erupted not for ceremony, but for courage. For a princess who refused to be distant. For a leader who chose to sweat, stumble, and rise. For a young woman who showed that true power begins in service. And so the story does not end here. The wings are not the conclusion. They are the beginning. Where will they carry her? into storms of politics, into conflicts of heart and crown, into a reign that reshapes Spain itself. Time will tell, but one truth already shines clear. The future queen has taken flight. And Spain, along with the world, will follow her wings into tomorrow.